And the national anthems of the two respective sides there, the defending champion Zambia and ESWATINI. ESWATINI also hoping to bounce back after that defeat to South Africa. Just looking at that starting G from Zambia, Peter, we're seeing the likes of somebody like Tawonga, who's on the bench for this one. The big guns, Zulu also scored in that last encounter against Angola, is on the bench. And of course, we're seeing Mwanza, the player of the match from last time around, starting for this one. Interesting to see how Coach Charity Nkala has sort of rested some of these players who really dominate in that 8-0 win against Angola.
Yeah, it's very important for a coach to rotate the team so that you can make sure that everybody gets a touch of the ball in case that you need them for the next stage.
Absolutely, and referees for these ones are Elizabeth and Dayton Fiku of Namibia, being of course assisted by Letitia Shiningwa of Namibia and Martha Nemasango of Zimbabwe being the assistant referees for today's game. Just the sides there waiting on, and this is ESWATINI starting lineup. We talked about Captain Zwakele Dlamini, who's been a captain really throughout this entire tournament. When you're looking at that starting lineup from Coach Artwell, not really, you wouldn't say any changes from last time around against South Africa.
Yeah, no major changes, no any change. You can see that they're playing 5 at the back, which means they're going to go a little bit more defensive. This game with 3 in the midfield and 2 up front. So let's see if they're able to sustain and play extremely well this game.
Absolutely, that's what the ESWATINIans will be hoping to do. Yes. They haven't recorded a single win or a single point so far in this tournament. Yes. So it's always, I think, will be encouraging for them to pick up at least a point in this scenario when you're playing against the defending champions, or even to get 3 points out of this one. What are some of those? What do you think they need to do to tackle a side like Zambia, the defending champions?
Zambia is used to having the ball. They're used to dominating the game. So ESWATINI will need to sit back. They would need to absorb pressure, and then they would need to hit them on the counter attack. So let's see how they do tactically. But for now, as we can see, they are 5 in the back. Let's hope that they can have maybe wing backs that will be able to overlap and potentially maybe cross and maybe see what they can get out of the game.
Absolutely. There, of course, you can catch this game. That is, we're streaming live on YouTube, on NBC Sport, as well as COSAFA TV on YouTube. And we are coming to you live from NBC2. So do make sure that you're tuned in. This is one that's definitely going to be entertaining. That is, of course, the goalkeeper there, Mbuyisa. Also waiting on for the referee to blow that whistle and get underway here at the High Stadium for this one. And we are underway. It is Zambia, the defending champions, taking in ESWATINI. Already Zambia looking to start strong. A ball there straight to none other than Mukoma herself. That's picked up beautifully. That is by Mukupa. Mukupa chases it down, finding that is Hanongo now. What can she do here? Oh, it's well intercepted.
You can see they're going straight for it. They're not wasting any time. They're trying to play through the wings and potentially come in and see how they can get a goal early on.
Absolutely, and they are really, when it comes to attack, when we talk about attack, you talk about Zambia.
Yes, exactly, and they're very composed. They pass the ball very well. They pass the ball from side to side, just looking for a little bit of a gap where they can now try and exploit.
And we'll see what exactly they can do here, because they're already pushing forward in this first minute of the game. This is Muputa now with the ball. She's picking up, that is Panza. It's well flicked away, although not necessarily out of danger.
Yeah, not out of danger, not far enough. But let's see how they can do. Potentially they can maybe press them. But Zambia is quite composed, moving the ball very easily from side to side.
Of course, that is Captain Margaret Gondwe for today. And we used to see Zulu, who's on the bench, who's the initial captain, and that's a very risky one there. And,
very risky. Good heads up by the goalie. It was very good anticipation by her.
That is goalkeeper Indokukhle Mbuyisa there. And that one was quick on it. The Zambians still pushing. That is the lady herself, very ever dangerous. You talk about attack, you talk about poor.
Ooh, great anticipation again.
think Captain Victoria there, or Captain Lamini, just couldn't really keep it. So it's picked up once again by the Zambians. This is now very dangerous here, playing from the back.
Safety first type of defense.
Gwenya did very well there.
Very well.
Some of the in the stands who are here to enjoy some good football. This is not the only match of the day. We've got women's game as well that will be taking place at the Unam Stadium today. Of course, South Africa, they're taking on Angola on the other side of things. Those two teams vying for second spot in this group. So they'll be hoping to win this one, South Africa or Angola, to join Zambia, who've already qualified with the semi-finals.
Exactly, that match is a must-win for both teams. Let's see how they handle that.
And that was just a bit, didn't really go in their favor there, the Copper Queens, or rather Copper Princesses.
Yeah, she just scuffed it a bit. I'm sure she'll make the adjustment and potentially do a better job next time.
Absolutely. And now ESWATINI here looking to just keep it away as far as possible, but well, it's picked up once again.
Yes. It's extremely hard for them to try and get the ball over the halfway line. But hopefully once they do that, they can string a few passes together and maybe cause some problems for Zambia.
Absolutely. You know, it sounded like ESWATINI, who didn't play in last year's edition that was in Johannesburg. Unfortunately, there are 5 teams took part last year, and this time around, we're not a part of it, ESWATINI.
Yeah, you can see the lack of experience from ESWATINI, but they seem to be growing within the game.
Well, last year actually, the game was played in via round robin, meaning that Zambia won all their matches. They played against all the teams that took part, the 4 teams rather, and they won all their games, and automatically winning that 2024 edition. And this is now Andonga here.
Opportunity there.
Oh, just
great clearance by ESWATINI.
And this one straight onto, but off target there from Wanza, the lady from last time around in that match against Angola, where she absolutely delivered. She scored 2 goals.
Yeah, she'll be going into this game with a lot of confidence after that performance. You can see when she took that shot, she just leaned back a little bit and skying it over the crossbar.
Hoping to keep that going. The top goal scorer also for this tournament is currently held by Zambia's Chileshe rather.
Chileshe, yes.
There's 3 goals already in this tournament so far. She's also joined by Hope Lesotho of Botswana with 3 goals each. So also individual accolades in this one. Very, very important, seeing that both of these top goal scorers are still in the game.
Yes.
Still going to the semi-finals.
And I'm sure they'll have their eyes on that final prize.
Indeed.
It's quite interesting how Zambia is playing out from the back. We don't really see that often, but they're playing with a lot of confidence.
That's a wonderful pass there from Wanza, but couldn't really keep it going. This is goalkeeper Margaret Piri. On to Hanongo now. Hanongo just picking up, that is Bwewa. But it's flicked away by the ESWATINI defense. That's, of course, Gametse there with that clearance. 5 minutes gone already, 6 minutes rather, and so far, you think ESWATINI should be feeling like their plan is working out for them well?
Yeah, they're absorbing pressure quite well and clearing danger as soon as they get the ball. But let's see how they defend this corner.
Yeah, this is a set piece, and one thing about Zambia, they're very good at it as well. This is Wanza here into the box now, and she bit poor from her there.
Bit poor down to the side netting, but let's see how ESWATINI attacks now.
Well, in that other on the side of things at the Unam Stadium, South Africa are currently leading. They have scored against Angola, so as it stands, they will be going through to the semi-finals, South Africa, and join alongside Zambia. Yes. You see this one coming, or do you think maybe Angola can produce something on the other side?
I think Angola could produce something. I think that game is going to be quite anticipation. I think it could go down to the wire.
And also the winner of, that means that's, oh, that's a wonderful pass now here. And they break, here they come, and just, that's a miss there from, that is a very dangerous lady who has been outstanding this whole tournament. Mukoma, Ruth Mukoma. Fun fact about her, she was in the under-17 championship that was here in Namibia as well. She was the top goal scorer. She was the best player of the tournament. Top goal scorer went to Nancy Lobang. Yes. But she so far also had a stellar performance, stellar performance in this tournament so far.
Yeah, she's been playing quite well. But as you see over there, just that miss. But I think she was under pressure from the goalie. It was very good from her to put her under pressure in that situation. As you can see, the ball coming in over here. Normally, you should just have a cool head, take smaller steps, and just try and hit the target.
But still about more than 80 minutes to go in this encounter, so that's only the beginning, I might say.
Yes, definitely.
That's Dudu there on your screen, who's been really doing an incredible job there in the back line.
Yeah, she's communicating quite well. She's organizing her defense and making sure that they have a clean sheet. So let's hope that she can continue this.
Well, this corner kick here now from Zambians. Can they produce something? And it's goal! Wow,
what a goal!
Well, it looked like it was cleared away. But, well, Zambia have scored here at the Haigenop Stadium very early on into the game, 9 minutes. It's scored by none other than Hanongo. Lendo Hanongo gets another one in this tournament.
Great finish by her. Great delivery from the corner. We saw the corner before that hit the side netting, and they really did adjust and just put it in the danger area.
Let's just look back at how that goal unfolded here.
Great positioning, great header, great timing, great goal by Zambia.
And you would have to feel for the defender there who, you know, maybe thought she could have done something, but just...
Yes.
And if you looked at it from the other angle, it kind of looked like she had gotten, she would have gotten it.
She would have gotten it if the goal was directly towards goal, but then she headed it into the ground, which made it a little bit more difficult for the defender.
I'm sure that Zambian supporters in the crowd are very happy there. It is 1-0, the defending champions in the lead here at the Haigenop Stadium. And they will be, of course, pushing forward because they're already through to the semi-finals. And it's Zambia. I'm sure they want to go through the semi-finals with 9 points.
Yeah, they'll want to go in and they'll want to make sure that they implement their style of play. You can see that they are playing out of the back, making sure that everybody gets a pass. Hopefully they can get some more confidence, and then they'll see how they continue.
Absolutely.
But Eswatini's back line seems a bit not a straight line. They seem to be playing quite deep, maybe with a sweeper defense, which is playing everybody on side. But they are on the back foot right now.
Well, what can Eswatini do here? Can they respond on this very strong Zambian side, the Copper Princesses? And that's picked up by Captain Dlamini now. We'll be looking to see if they can get something out of this one. Eswatini, but just failed to do so. Now Angola here. This is Mwewa finding that is Mapoa. And
Eswatini seems to be quite compact. They're just waiting to absorb the pressure, hopefully to try and get on the counter attack. Zambia is taking their time with this.
Just speaking of Angola here, on the other side of the Unam Stadium, they are still very much behind. It is 1-0, and South Africa are looking to go through. I think here at the Haigenop Stadium, Zambia, calm, cool, collected. That's picked up by Mbuisa very comfortably. Now here, Zambia was passed very well, picked up by, that is Ruth Mukoma. And all the way back to the Margaret Piri, the goalkeeper, who has not seen the ball really. If not, I don't think she's seen the ball at all.
Yeah, she hasn't seen the ball. They haven't attacked her. They haven't tested her. But she has seen the ball in the field of play.
For Hanongo here, well, beautiful pass to Mukupa. Playing it very calm right now.
Playing it very calm. They're trying to look for any opening that they can get. I can see that they're trying to attack here on the wing. They've had a lot of success over there.
Wonderful cross there from Wanza. And here she comes again, straight to goal. Just misses there, off target actually. Yeah. That was from Bwaja, who scored in that last game against Angola as well. Also had one of the players who was part of that 8-0 masterclass against the Angolans. And this is very dangerous now. It's well picked up. Here this corner, Mukoma! They score again.
And
Zambia 2, ESWATINI now. And guess who it is? None other than the lady herself, Ruth Mukoma.
What a mistake over there by ESWATINI. That was just supposed to be a simple clearance, but unfortunately they made a mistake. And the defending champions made them pay.
Definitely making a statement already so far. 13 minutes gone here at the Hyaginga Stadium. As you can see, the fans definitely happy with that one. She's gotten her goal, Mukoma.
Yes, she's on the score sheet, and I'm sure she'll be hungry for more.
In this instance now, Peter, what do ESWATINI do? What can they do to respond here?
Right now, they don't have to panic. They just have to go back to their normal game plan, sit back, sit tight, and make sure that they hit them on the counter attack. As soon as they get the ball, they lose it. So they just need to make sure that they defend very well.
Also, wonderful cross here from Mukoma, but well picked up. Red by assistant referee. He says no, offside. Also
yes.
offside.
And which is quite shocking because ESWATINI is playing a deep line, so for them to be offside was a bit shocking.
That's just a goal there from Mukoma. Out unfolded, so calm as well to
very
do that.
Cool under pressure.
Slots it home, to double it down for the Copper Princess. And now, here she comes again, Mukoma. What can she do here? I'll just send it back to Mwanza. And this is picked up by Baja now.
Zambia is just patiently waiting for that opening.
Mukoma, that's a wonderful cross in here. And they finish it and it's a goal. Well, just
what a great save over there. It
looked like a goal.
Yes, it did look like a goal, but what a great save.
It's saved very well by Mbuyisa. I think she has really, out of the entire ESWATINI side, probably you can say she's been the best performer so far, Mbuyisa.
Yes, she's been trying to keep
the pressure that she's under. And now, again, Zambia still looking to break. This is Chilesha here. Just
good defending there by ESWATINI to make sure to get rid of the ball, get out of danger, and regroup for the corner. The only thing that they need to do now is just make sure that they man mark properly and don't give Zambia any space.
Look at that chance there for Zambia. She had a chance, Chileshe, but this was well saved. You gotta give it up for Mbuyisa with that one to keep her team still in this one. This here is this corner kick from Mwanza now, and just didn't really probably get to that touch that she wanted to get on it. But they still have possession now here. This is Mukoma chasing after it. Should be a foul there on
yes,
Mukoma.
A free kick right at the edge of the box.
Victoria Mbali, also one of the scorers from there were a lot of, you have to say, I mean 8-0, you would be talking about
yes,
so many different scorers in that game.
Yes, that was quite a heavy defeat. But it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna try and swing the ball in or if she'll go for goal. With that position, it looks like she might just go for goal.
That's actually very well positioned here.
Yes.
Good chance to make it 3-0. This is be taken up by Mwewa. What can she do here? 16 minutes gone. 2-0 in the lead. Very cool, calm, and collected. I'm sure they are still hungry for more. That's why they're the defending champions, Zambia.
Yes, because they have everybody in the box.
And here they come now. And she just
went for goal, but unfortunately, just wide.
Good attempt from him, though.
But even though they're up 2-0, Zambia looks quite hungry. They are pressing full on. You can see that there are four attackers just outside the box, ready to pounce. So they're not resting on their laurels at all.
Indeed. And they just pick it up again here now. This is Hanongo with the ball. And so back to captain Margaret Gondwe. It's picked up by Mwewa now. Here comes Malanda. Malanda finding Mwanza. And this is Mukupa now. And here they come. Can they break? This is very dangerous for Mukupa now. And she finishes.
Great finish. Great finish again.
Not even 5 minutes gone, you'd say.
Not even.
And she does it again.
She does it again. It looks like she's looking for a hat-trick. First half hat-trick.
That's why she's one of the best, Ruth Mukoma. She has tripled the lead here for the Zambians. You have to say, they are certainly having a ball here.
Definitely.
The Copper Princesses.
Coming in from that right wing to just come in and, you know, cut in on the left wing towards on the right foot. Yeah. What a finish.
18 minutes gone here at the Hyaginop Stadium. 3-0 it stands. Defending champions in the lead against Eswatini. I'll be hoping to make that scoreline against Angola. Just looking back here at that opportunity, she was so comfortable and she slotted it so well too. It's amazing how she does it with that much pressure.
Yes.
I mean, look at her. She just runs so well and gets it to the back of the net. Even the pressure from the goalkeeper.
Exactly. Great finish. That's basically a striker's finish.
Very talented indeed.
Very talented.
And now just, well, that should be a free kick here for Eswatini. Maybe we saw them, last time they scored goals was against Angola. In that game when they lost 4-2. They actually scored first and up until after half-time when the Angolans produced that comeback to score immediately after half-time, and they went 3-1-0 up. So hopefully just to get at least a goal. Last time against South Africa they lost 3-0. But what can they do here? Well, they just lose the ball now. This is picked up very well by Bwaja Yunis. It
was a very good clearance.
Yeah, but
I can see Eswatini is now trying to push up a little bit more, trying to put a little bit more pressure on Zambia.
I mean, also just when you are a goalkeeper like Margaret Piri, who is so relaxed, maybe you can be caught off guard. I can make use of that, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely.
And now here, what can the Zambians do? Ball just sort of scrambling in the air at the moment. And the Eswatini is just looking to pick it up. They do have possession now. But see what they can produce. Straight to the feet of Hanongo, who finds captain Gondwe. And now Mwanza.
It looks like Eswatini, as soon as they get the ball, they just want to get it across.
Oh, well, look at that cross there. Certainly, that should be offside. Actually.
Eswatini just needs to stay calm, make sure that they string along at least 2, 3, 4 passes together instead of just booting it over, because you have no rhythm in the game when that happens. So as soon as they get the ball, they need to just make sure that they look for the simple passes and not just clear it straight away.
Indeed. Ita, this is quite entertaining one to watch. Eswatini now with this free kick. Picked up by Mukupa. Mary Mukupa here now. Finding that is Hanongo. And here's Mwewa now. Still running very strongly for it. Picked up by Bwaja, Yunus, Mwanza. Mwanza back to Yunus. Just, I think Captain Dlamini was looking to intercept there. She did well, because I know she on hold of it, although it is back now to Mwewa. Also one of been the standout performers, or rather players really, for Eswatini Dlamini. And now here comes, oh well, Chilesha there was a chance. She's still going very strong, and although she's surrounded, what a strong player she is. To say that strength from Chileshe is remarkable.
Yeah, and she's been displaying it all tournament. She holds the ball up quite well, good first touch, and she makes sure to get her teammates involved as well.
And here is Malanda now. Chasing it well, just too fast there for Mukoma. She usually gets hold of them. This time around, unfortunately, it's just too fast. Even for a player like Mukoma.
Looks like ESWATINI just wants to get the ball up the field. I think they need to be a little bit more adamant as to where they're going to be kicking the ball, who they're trying to pass the ball to.
Oh, Zambia still looking to capitalize here. Now this is a great one onto off target there. I think it was trying to do that effort from Chileshe, but still probably looking for her goal. So with her 3 goals in this tournament, vying for individual accolades as well.
Yeah, they'll definitely be having conversations about that to try and see who would be the top scorer of the tournament. What a mistake over there.
Very risky there.
Very, very risky.
And that's the type of mistakes you don't want to do with a front line like Zambia.
Exactly, because they'll punish you for that. And they've already done that once or twice this game already.
Now, here's Mukoma now.
Zambia is very organized.
It's picked up by Yunus. Yunus finding Mwewa now. And this is a great play from Anongo. Well, missed by Mwewa. Has she probably picked it up there? Could have been in the back of the net.
Yes, but that was very good defending.
I think already 23 minutes gone here at the Hayagengup Stadium, and this is a good chance for Zambia once again. Here they come now. Can they finish this one off? It is Chileshe!
Goal number 4.
And she finally gets her goal. She has been really coming at it, Chileshe, and she slots it home for the Copper Princesses. It is 4-0 here at the Hayagengup Stadium, the defending champions. Really moving comfortably here. What a goal there too, Peter.
Yes, that was a great goal, great build-up. But if you see over here with ESWATINI, the left defender is now playing everybody onside. So they need to tighten that up, make sure that the back line is aligned and that they don't leave anybody behind, which will leave that opening. It's happened twice already, so let's see if they can straighten that up.
Already 4-0 here. Almost 25 minutes gone in this encounter. And looks like on the other side of things, the South Africans have also doubled it down. It's 2-0. So, well, as it stands, what will be happening over the other side, we'll find out later. Here comes Zambia again, looking for a fit. This is Malanda here. And just, well, that's a mistake there from the defender. It's picked up by Mukoma. And just for correction, it's actually 1-1 at the UNAM Stadium and not 2-0. The Angolans have equalized, so competitiveness still in the race there at the UNAM Stadium for that second spot to go through to the semis.
It's all to play for over there, and that's going to be a great match.
And I mean, whoever wins that game at the UNAM Stadium will face Namibia, who topped the group. Who topped the group there? Whoever tops the group has to play the second place from the other group. So Zambia will play second place will play Botswana.
Yeah, that will be a very interesting matchup to see how they go about it. But with Namibia, they've been flying high, and I'm sure it'll be very interesting in the semifinals.
Oh, we do have a player down of ESWATINI. It should be, she is up. She's really been having a stellar game so far. Don't want to lose a player like him. Just look back at this goal here from Chileshe. Just slots it so comfortably.
So comfortably, so relaxed. Just made sure to there was a point where she could have potentially passed, but she made sure to just make that goal.
Oh, wonderful to watch here at the Hagengup Stadium. So as it stands, she has 4 goals to her name in this tournament so far. Which is what you want to see. Currently the top goal scorer, and this is a chance here for Zambia! Oh,
what
wow.
a great finish.
This is turning out to be quite something. And guess who's done it? She gets a hat-trick. It is Ruth Mukoma.
She gets her first half hat-trick. Played extremely well, has always been dangerous down that left side. What a finish into the bottom corner.
And the power on that strike too from her.
Goalie had no chance over there.
I mean, in this very moment, if you are the coach of ESWATINI, Peter, and just before we get into that, just look back at that very good strike on to go there from Mukoma to make it 5-0 and a hat-trick for herself.
And under so much pressure as well, just to remain calm and to slot it in like that.
Well, if you are the coach of ESWATINI, I mean, just Peter, right now, in this very moment, if you're Coach Artwell, what are you thinking of doing, really?
I'm just going for attack, because you have nothing to lose. You're already losing right now. But what they need to do is just make sure that they remain calm, make sure that they string together a few passes, make sure that they're not playing scared, because what I can see right now is that they're afraid to make mistakes, and as a result, you make more mistakes. So they just need to play their game, make sure that they absorb pressure, and then they hit them on the counter, because the quality of Zambia right now is a lot.
I mean, it's already nearly the 30-minute mark here at the Hagengup Stadium, and the defending champions are cruising very nicely. In the lead, 5 goals to 0. 3 of those goals coming from Ruth Mukoma, with a hat-trick to her name in this game already. And they are still, the thing about them is they just keep going, the Zambians. Still looking for another and another.
Exactly, it's like they don't stop. They're not stopping at all.
Oh, that's actually a very good
Very
stop
good tackle
there.
over there.
What can they do here now, ESWATINI? Maybe they can break. Panza here with this one, but she loses it out to Mwewa. Once again, well, intercept, well taken. What can they do? You would say maybe not necessarily what you would wish for. As a ESWATINI supporter. This is a throw-in though will be taken up by Langalichle. This is Captain Dlamini now. That's a wonderful flick from her there.
Yeah, it's a very, very good turn.
Just misplaced pass though from her teammate.
They just need to make sure that they are available, play in the triangles.
Zambia now just loses it out to, I think also one thing ESWATINI have to be careful of is those mistakes at the back. Already 2 of those goals coming from
mistakes that are avoidable. Those things don't need to happen. You need to just make sure that you get rid of the ball.
There's the captain Dlamini, just unfortunately unable to keep it in possession of ESWATINI. So it's here is Mwera now with this run. It's blocked, but well blocked, well taken away. Malanda now to Hanongo.
ESWATINI is just giving the ball away too easily. They need to make sure that each possession they're able to at least threaten Zambia.
And this is a great chance now. Once again, this is a... she was looking for Mukoma there. That was a good chance. Mbali was looking for Mukoma, but I think maybe the pass was just a bit too fast. That is the 30-minute mark. You've reached it here at the Hagengup Stadium. And the Zambians, as I mentioned earlier, are cruising very nicely. They've got their sights on another title, probably.
As we can see, they're trying to get something down through the middle. If you look at ESWATINI's defense, there seems to be a lot of gaps in there. They're not a straight line. We can see that one player is, playing a sweeper role, which I don't think is helping them. So let's see if they can make those adjustments in the last 15 minutes of this game.
We'll have to wait and see if they can perhaps go down that route in Eswatini. And here they come now. This is
they're coming now with
just
the force.
running. That's a very, very good run in there. But I think even the pressure on goalkeeper Mbuisa, really, who has been seeing the ball almost every 2 minutes, it must be very frustrating. It's
Yes,
be a throw in for Zambia.
She's trying the best that she can. She's made a couple of very, very good saves. But I'm sure she's very frustrated with the outcome of the game so far.
Well, Peter, let me ask you this. Did you see this coming, this type of scoreline already so early on into the game?
No, I definitely didn't see this coming, especially with how the teams lined up. Formation-wise, it seemed like Eswatini wanted to play a lot of defense, make sure that they don't concede. But what we've seen in the past is with Zambia, when they have massive scores like this in the first half.
Well, this is a chance here now again for Zambia! My goodness, they're absolutely having a go galore, and she scores again. It is Mukoma!
What a finish.
4 goals!
Power. Strength.
And it's not even halftime yet.
This is unbelievable. But if you look at Zambia, they've done this against Angola as well. They scored 6 goals in the last game in the first half as well. So this is not uncommon for Zambia. This is something that they do.
Her last goal looked almost the same as that. We talked about, again, some of those defensive errors from Eswatini's backline. And just looking back at how that goal certainly built up, got a touch there from it was Mpanza. And, well, she saw it.
That should be an easy clearance.
Mukoma saw it and she slotted it home.
But great, great, great finish there.
What a goal. 4 goals for her. And now she is level with her teammate Chileshe in terms of top goal scorer. It's incredible. She's doing it in 1 game. She's already scored 4 goals.
Yeah, it's incredible. And from the first whistle, she was trying to go for it. Because you could see the attack, the tenacity, and the skill.
They're still looking for more here now. The Copa Princesses. Oh, that's a misplaced pass there. Couldn't pick really anyone up. That was Mwanza. And she's been doing a stellar job as well, Mwanza, with some of those passes. She gets in some of those runs that she gets to Mapo, rather that is to Mukoma.
Yeah, and she's been doing extremely great there, looking for the pockets, making sure that they can get that space on that left wing. It seems like they're favoring that wing. Most of their attacks is coming down that side. If they come down the right, they're trying to cross it normally.
Well, it is 6-0 here at the High Stadium. Defending champions in the lead, and now here comes Mpanza looking to probably just go for it, but Victoria was unable, rather Dlamini was unable to get anything of that one. 6 goals in the first half. Wow. I mean, they were 6-0 up against Angola too.
Yes.
Do you think maybe they can beat that scoreline and go into halftime with more goals in this encounter?
As a football fan, I would hope not. I would hope that Eswatini can cause some problems for Zambia, but it's looking very likely right now. As we can see, Zambia is also having some more players warm up. It looks like they're not ready to stop.
It's remarkable what the defending champions have been doing in the last nearly 40 minutes. And here they come again. They are looking to break. This is Chileshe now. That should be a penalty.
Penalty. That's a straight penalty.
Oh, it's really going from bad to worse here for the Eswatinians.
Looks like she's injured her shoulder. I hope it's not anything bad.
Perhaps unnecessary there from the Eswatini defense.
Yeah, very avoidable. That angle wasn't favorable. So normally you just run with it, with the attacker, hoping that they would go out. But unfortunately, she made that mistake, and now it is a penalty.
Just look back at how that exactly unfolded there. Just running from Chileshe.
The ball was too far. So what you do as a defender is you just run with the attacker, because there's no way they'll be able to score from that angle. But you never know with the Zambian team. Very, very lethal in those areas.
Well, Panza will be feeling very, very disrupted with that one. But this is a penalty here for Zambia.
Looks like Mukama is going for another goal.
She's surpassing now. She's really looking to make sure that she gets that top goal scorer accolade as well. But
it looks like the injury is pretty bad.
Zambia you don't want to lose a player like Chilesha too, hey?
Exactly.
She's still on the ground here, but
signaling to the medical staff to bring the stretcher.
Just seeing the medics coming onto the field here to come and attend to Chilesha, who is down. She has scored so far 2 goals in this game. Just look back once again from this angle.
Looks like she landed on her shoulder.
That should be very painful.
I hope it's not a dislocated shoulder. Maybe just a strain.
Yeah, you would be hoping that, really. I mean, the first half. And maybe this is the time for Mbuisa to shine, having that she's been getting some of those saves, a couple of saves she's gotten. Maybe she can do something here.
Yeah, perhaps. But she's not really looking too confident. If you look at her on the field, has her arms behind her back. But we're hoping that she can make a save and continue her performance today.
It's unfortunate because Chilesha is still down.
And she's had a major impact in the play. She's made sure that everybody's involved in that number 10 role, that roaming around. She's floated more towards the left side of the pitch. So let's hope that she is okay.
Yeah, that's coming in from Gama. I think she's the one who had that foul onto Chilesha. It's also just a time for them to regroup. And there it is. Rare yellow card confirmation for Nonenzo Gama. As that foul there into the penalty box on Chilesha, who is still getting attended to, and really hoping that she will be okay to continue in this one, as we are nearing the halftime mark as well here at the Haigingop Stadium. And the defending champions in the league with 6 goals to 0. Mukoma is going for it. She's looking for another goal. I like that she just keeps going for things. It's so admirable to really look at. She's only, by the way, she's only 16 years years of age. What a talented young lady.
What a talented young lady.
She plays for Zesco Ndola Girls FC back home in Zambia.
Come and help.
I mean, at 16, if you are that talented already.
Yeah.
I mean.
And talent is one thing, but her tenacity, her willingness to pick up the ball and say, I'm going to take this penalty, you know, from the first moment, I think that is more telling. She has the leadership skills and she has the ability as well.
Okay, that one is fine.
Do you think maybe that could have been a red card?
No, not at all. Mainly because there were other defenders in the area as well. It wasn't anything malicious. I believe she was just going for the ball, and it just ended unfortunately.
Well, we're about to find this penalty here. This is Ruth Mukoma who will be taking up. Goalkeeper Linda Kukhle Mbuyisa. What can she do? Will she maybe stop this one? Mukoma looking for a goal. And here she comes now, Mukoma! And stop! Wow, well, with a rebound and to go. She has scored again.
Wow, but that was a great save, great effort. If you look at right-footed players, normally go to the left corner. So I believe she knew that, and that's why she dove that side. But the recovery, wow, what a finish.
Well, you do have to feel for Mbuyisa there. She thought she probably really kept it at bay, but that rebound, also that's what a forward is supposed to do.
Exactly, that anticipation, that feeling of it will be in this area, that you can't teach. That's just instinct.
Well, it's quite unfortunate. We were just talking about this a couple of moments ago, Peter, about whether or not they can go into halftime with less goals than they did in that last encounter. But, well, looks like they are breaking that deadlock because it's already 7-0, and we are very much reaching the halftime mark here at the Hagengup Stadium. They are 7-0 up.
And it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon. They're playing as if they're down 1-0.
Which is what, that's the spirit. That's why they are champions.
Exactly.
And that's a look back at that penalty there. Maybe kind of a poor penalty from Mukoma.
Yeah.
But also well read by Mbuisa, really, to get that first one onto that. Unfortunately, could not get the rebound.
Yeah, and it's a shame that the defenders also didn't make it into the box in time to clear that. But great.
Well, you are watching the COSAFA Under-20 Women's Championship live and direct from the Hagengup Stadium. One of two fixtures ongoing for today in the women's category. Of course, the other one being Angola and South Africa. And the men's action also will be underway. And it will be later on today here at the Hagengup Stadium. It is the final day of the group stages. And these Region 5 Youth Games, COSAFA Under-20 Championships. And Angola, rather Zambia, still looking like you mentioned, Peter, looking like they are 1-0 up.
Exactly.
The way they just keep pushing forward, it's really admirable.
They keep pushing forward. The defense is very crisp. They're not missing any passes. They hold each other accountable. True champions.
And that's what it's all about. This tournament has showcased the young talent of Southern Africa.
Yeah, it's a great platform for a lot of these players to get scouted, potentially to play in professional leagues. You know, these type of tournaments are great for them, for young, 16, 17, 18-year-old players to get seen.
Well, now here comes Zambia. This is Mwera now with this run-in. Who can she pick up? Well, just too quick for Mukoma there. That's a great cross from Mwera, though. You have to. Very
great cross. But as you know, as a striker, you need to try and be in the box, in the small box around that area. But I think she was just a little bit too quick there.
Indeed. Well, it's definitely a breath of relief there. Oh, that's very dangerous.
Very dangerous. They've had that before. They've made mistakes in those areas.
About almost 3 goals that came from those instances.
Exactly.
They've got to be careful. We have reached 45th minute mark. 3 minutes additional time here at the Hagengup Stadium for perhaps Eswatini to get a goal or goals back, or for Zambia to keep that momentum going. And here comes Mukoma now. Will it be picked up? Oh,
great cross by Mukoma.
It's missed by Mbali there.
And we're normally seeing her at the end of the crosses, so it's great to see that she's also trying to get her teammates involved.
That should be ball out.
Let's see if Eswatini kick it up straight away, or if they try and play it through the back again. They've had a few mistakes over there, so let's see what they choose. Well, as we see here, it's a corner. Throw in.
They have less than 2 minutes to. Here comes this throw in from Hanongo now. Just driven away by the Eswatini defense. Some of the spectators who have come out to support their respective teams and also just enjoy a good day, a good afternoon with some football action at the Hagengup Stadium. And these Region 5 youth games that are currently underway here in the capital in Ventricure in Namibia, as well as, oh, that's just, she did try to attempt to really get that one, to strengthen that one, but failed to do just that. But really, this Region 5 youth games, which has been underway since last Friday, is going all the way until the 14th, which is the 13th rather, this Sunday. Football particularly is based here in the capital, both for the men and the women. And now, here is Captain Gondwe to Malanda there, who just finds goalkeeper Margaret Piri, who has been so relaxed, you have to say.
Yeah, she hasn't really been tested at all. She's had...
Oh, this is a great chance here now. Actually, good job.
Very good job there. Although it could have been called for a penalty had she fallen. But great job there, great opening.
Oh, that Mbali there who with that one, but gotta do what you gotta do to keep the ball away.
Exactly. And I think at this time, with the score line, I don't think the referee is gonna call a penalty for that.
Indeed, I think for a goalkeeper like Margaret Piri, who is so ambitious, it must also be frustrating for her not to have any action into the first half. Some action, but very minimal. Yeah,
very minimal. I believe that she only had one shot on goal.
Well, there you have it. First half here at the Hagegengop Stadium. It is defending champion Zambia with a very comfortable, more than comfortable lead here. 7-0. And on the other side of things at the Unam field, South Africa have gotten another one in the back of the net. So they're 2-1 up. As it stands, they will be joining Zambia in the semi-finals. But here on site at the Hagegengop Stadium, just Peter, maybe in that locker room or that half-time dressing room, what do you think Coach Artwell needs to tell his team?
Well, in the halftime, you just need to make sure that they come out with more energy, make sure that they're a little bit more disciplined, make sure that they don't lose the second half. So even if you get one goal back and don't concede, that would be a win for them. So just make sure that they solidify the back line and support the goalie.
Ruth Mukoma there, who has had a stellar first half with 5 goals to her name in this tournament overall. She scored 4 in this game. I'll look back at those highlights this first half. So it was from the start already the Zambians who were attacking very strongly.
Yeah, you
that
can see.
Goal there.
What a goal, what a finish. Great placement, great positioning, and the fact that she headed the ball into the ground made it a little bit more harder for the defender to clear it. Great start to the game.
Oh, Hanongo got the first goal for the Copper Princesses. And then they kept them coming. As a mistake.
Just a mistake over there. Solid finish, great finish on the left foot. Under pressure as well.
That was well slotted down by Mukoma.
That was her first goal.
And they kept it going, the Zambians. They didn't stop there. They were hungry for more. And at that point in time, they got another one. That was once again that run in there from Mukoma, Ruth Mukoma.
Yeah, and as you can see over here, she broke away from the defense. On the left wing, we had a defender there that kept her on side. So what a great finish as well. Left-footed, under pressure, cool, calm, and collected.
Slots it home once again to make it 3-0 for Zambia. And then Chileshe found the back of the net as well. Very comfortably, very cool, calm, and collected. That's what you refer to it as.
Exactly.
Make it 4-0.
Great finish over there. There was the possibility to also pass over there, but she made sure to slot it home.
Indeed. Chileshe there, who just got surpassed by Ruth Mukoma, actually, as top goal scorer in this tournament. But the game is still quite on to go. There's another one, another goal there for
this finish
Zambians.
was very, very, very special, because that anticipation to just make the defenders feel very uncomfortable and slot it home.
And that's another one. You kept saying another one, it's another one.
Exactly.
And that's so...
And this time with the right foot. So you can see that she plays with both. She makes sure that she's a threat at all times. Make sure that she's in those positions, because that is a mistake from Eswatini. And she was just there to pounce.
And she is saying, well, she has scored. And this is the penalty that was awarded to the Zambians. It was just that foul there on
it was
Chileshe by Gama. She missed Mukoma at first, and then the rebound slot it home and make it 7-0 for the defending champions.
You could see that she thought that she scored. She was about to run to the corner flag, and then she ended up coming back and scoring that goal.
Well, as it stands here, it is halftime at the High Stadium. Zambia 7, Eswatini 0. Stay tuned for that second half.
Where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky. A new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to Vintage rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle. Our people, they know strength. And our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home. Feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
My name is Jacqueline Gertze. I am the General Manager for the Local Organizing Committee for the Region 5 Youth Games, Namibia 2024. The beautiful thing about the Region 5 Youth Games is that is your biggest multi-sport event in the SADC region. From our side as the Local Organizing Committee and from the desk of the General Manager, you know, all systems are running. And as a country, we can with confidence say we are ready to welcome 9 other nations into Namibia as early as from 29th of June. For the first time also, this is the 11th edition, but for the first time, Special Olympics is part of the multiple sports event such as this, which is the Region 5 Youth Games. So inclusivity stands out as a very big highlight. And then also, not only inclusivity in terms of special athletes, athletes of disability, but also women, girls and boys competing in different sports codes with equal opportunity. It's a very big moment for communities and the nations to gel, to come together, get to know each other and really represent the African Union vision. The main factor here is sports infrastructure development to enable everybody to have access to sports. Namibia always promoted the active participation of young people in arts, music, sport, and so on. But one thing was missing, and that is that we don't have access to sports facilities for everybody that loves the game. These games is basically creating that. We are representing the government of Namibia. When they speak, they refer to boys and girls, able and disabled. There's no moment in these games, and over the times that I have lived in the sport, that I have seen leadership speaking with the same voice in terms of inclusivity. And that is, for me, the best space to work in, and that inspires me a lot.
It is the Region 5 Youth Games 2024. We're excited for you to join us in the land of the brave, Windhoek, Namibia. We're also excited for you to join us on the socials, and we have 3 main hashtags for these games. And I've got my chairman here, as well as my general manager, to share with us the hashtags. Hashtag
Own the Moment.
And hashtag
I am Region 5.
And it is hashtag More Than Games. We're excited. Join us on those socials. Join us, share your videos with us, and walk this journey with us. It is Region 5 Youth Games 2024. See you there.
My name is Ndoripula Hamtumwa. I'm the chairperson of the Region 5 Youth Games. Namibia is known for hosting major multidisciplinary games. As you recall, in 2006, Namibia hosted this edition, and that created a platform for us to be able to host junior multidisciplinary competition, such as the AU Region 5 Youth Games. We have the systems in place, therefore Namibia is destined to host these major games. This is a platform where we shape characters, where we shape new ideals, where we create friendship, where we begin to speak about economic empowerment, youth empowerment. And this creates excitement. This brings in the nerves to make the competition great, because this is where we break barriers. Destiny is only shaped by those that believes in working with the youth. And for me, I remain indebted to these young men and women who believes that Africa must arise, and it can only be arise by bringing everybody together and bringing the youth at the center of development. My wish is that when all the athletes that are coming here, they must come with an open mind that dreams can become a reality. Sport has the power to create an economic enhancement in the lives of all the athletes. So I wish all the athletes that are coming here all the best, and as I said, all dreams are valid and they can be a reality through sport.
here in the heart of Namibia, where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky. A new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to Vintage rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle, our people, they know strength, and our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home, feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
And we are underway. We're back here for this second half of this encounter between the defending champions and ESWATINI here at the Haigengob Stadium. This is the second half, and I must tell you, if you see that scoreline, you might think that's full-time scoreline type of thing. Peter?
Exactly, and we can see that ESWATINI has made a few changes over here, hopefully changing the shape of the midfield, and making sure that they can...
Mabila coming on there, the midfielder.
Yes, we can see that she's come on, Mabila number 11. Let's see what impact she can make on this game.
And we are underway for this second half. The Zambians cruising very nicely already. And they also made a couple of changes, bringing on the likes of Bamba, as well as they also brought on Mabamba and Mubanga. Grace Piri is on, and Chileshe is off here. Peter, this should be worrisome if you are, a fan of Zambia. Perhaps, hopefully, that injury from her in that first half is not too serious, and it's more of just managing her.
It could be potentially precautionary. So let's hope that that's what it is, and not that she's out for the rest of the tournament, because she did play a very big role in this game and the previous games as well. Let's hope that she's still going to be available for Zambia.
Indeed, but Grace Piri has come on for her, and Grace Piri is quite a player too. I think it's a great substitution regardless.
Yeah, the quality that Zambia has is very good. You can already see she's getting on the ball, she's making sure that the teammates are involved, and making sure that the attack is moving forward.
Now Mubanga also, Mubanga rather, is also off, and Mukupa. And now, what can ESWATINI do in this second half? Maybe see that they had a change in the midfield. What impact can this have on this game? Well, Zambians are already chasing it down. This is a good job by Mabamba, but it should be a corner.
Yeah,
First
Zambia's
one of
already
this
going
first
for
half,
number
second
8. First corner from the beginning of the half. They've just been going at them again. We can see that they're here on their favorite left wing, attacking again.
Indeed. What can they do here? It's only 47 minutes. Very fresh off half-time. And they immediately strike here. This is into the box, and Okoma almost got a touch to that. I think she actually did.
Yeah, she did. That's why it's now a goal kick. But great delivery from the substitute. It was an outward swing as well as a right-footed player. Very good delivery there.
That's flicked away by, that is Dlamini, the other Dlamini. There are 4 Dlaminis on the Eswatini side, by the way. And 2 of them are currently on the field. That is the captain, none other than Zwakele Dlamini, as well as now Setabile Dlamini, the number 7. And now here Zambia looking to immediately strike in this second half. This is Mukoma. Placing it down here. It's well taken away. It falls straight to the newly coming on player Mubanga there. Tawonga was a substitute in the second half. Malanda now. Just blocked off, but lends to Mwanza. Mwanza backs to Malanda.
Very patient, moving the ball from one end to the other, just looking for that small gap that they can potentially exploit.
Even the passing quality of these Zambians is absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, and it seems something so basic as just a normal pass, but it can break down defenses, you know. Even just how they receive the ball, the control, the first touch, very, very important. And we see that that Mukoma has now moved to the right wing. I don't know if that's a tactical decision or if she just kind of floated there, but it seems like she's ready to attack.
Malanda there just let it go. Could have been picked up by Captain Dlamini, but it's safe now.
Good defending there, making sure that she gives the team enough time to recover and potentially defend.
Some of the spectators in the stands here at the Haigengo Stadium have come out to enjoy good afternoon of football. This is a throw-in for Zambia by Hanongo, and assistant referee says no. Is this Eswatini's ball? We'll get this one now. This is a throw-in. If Eswatini, oh well, this could be picked up here, very dangerous, but safely into the hands of Muisa. If Eswatini are most likely to want to score, how do they get through that very tough wall of the Zambians?
It seems like they've made some sort of change there. They've put Dlamini there in the front as opposed to in the midfield, so potentially they're looking to be a little bit more attacking. So what they need to do is just punish them on the counter.
Well, now speaking of punishing, look at that. Oh, beautifully picked up and just missed by Mukoma. It was well worked by the substitute Mabamba.
Yeah, Mabamba has been very lively as soon as she's gotten on. She's made a few good passes, and she's moving the ball forward very nicely.
This also explains the depth of the Zambian squad, Peter. I mean, them being able to bring anyone from the bench and still be able to produce that, it's remarkable.
Yeah, and that's the champion in them, because they know that it's next man up no matter what the situation is, no matter if there's injuries or players are tired. Just to know that any moment that you do get, you need to seize the moment.
Look at that one there from Mwanza now, straight to goalkeeper. That's beautiful.
And make sure to add value to the team. That's the most important thing.
Man of the match.
Now, the Zambians certainly have been the stronger side in this second half, just like they were in that first half. Still looking like they are 1-0 down, or 1-0 up, as you mentioned earlier today. It's a very great turn here from substitute Mabamba, but it's flicked away.
Mabamba seems quite comfortable running at defenders and doesn't seem like they know how to handle her for now. I believe that's why.
And let's look back at
move to the right.
Look back at that situation there. It was very beautifully.
Great quick feet over there.
Yeah, she worked so hard for it, and unfortunately Mukoma just couldn't.
The skill to get out of that situation was very, very impressive.
And now this is a throw in here for Eswatini, but they couldn't capitalize. Be careful now not to give another penalty. But that was well worked though. It was very well worked by
recovering the ball. in those situations, the referee must let the game play on. The moment you stop, you let the defense set up, and that kind of kills the momentum of the game.
Already, when a team is 7-0 up, on the entertainment aspect of things, maybe not always the best scenario.
Yeah, it's not the best scenario for the casual fan, but it gives the teams an opportunity to then fully express themselves in the second half. Hopefully Eswatini can get 1 or 2 back and potentially maybe just win the half. As a coach, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to inspire your team to do, is to just win the half.
Oh, the substitute is Grace Piri there. Namesake of Margaret Piri, well, surname-wise. Who has been absolutely still very quiet this game, this second half, Margaret Piri. The goalkeeper of Zambia waiting still for her chance to get something, shot into her goal, but nothing. Here comes Zambia now. This is Mukoma here, beautiful. And you gotta give it up there from that pressure from the Eswatini defense to make sure that she misplaces that.
Great close control as well. Let's just hope that this is not injury that will keep her out.
Maybe that's why also you saw those many changes by Coach Charity in Tlala to, I mean, for precaution, as you mentioned, going into the semi-finals, they'll be facing a side like Botswana.
Yeah, they have to make sure that, you know, the players remain fresh because it is a short tournament, games every 2 days or so. So you need to just make sure that you are always fit.
Oh, Captain Lamini there was trying to chase it down, but she was blocked off by Malanda.
Yeah, and as we see, she has been moved from the midfield to a more attacking role. It seems that she's a little bit more aggressive in pressing and also in recovery of the ball. So that was a good adjustment from Eswatini.
Quite unfortunate for the Eswatini side, unable to, to leave the tournament without a point. Well, dramatics on the other side of things. Looks like Angola have equalized once again.
Okay.
So this group, the fight for that second spot is quite something.
Yeah, this was a very good group. That fight for that second spot, it is a must-win for both teams. So you can understand why it is that closely contested.
I think South Africa have the upper hand of the goal difference because they didn't concede as much as Angola.
Oh yes,
Angola conceded so many goals against Zambia, and South Africa managed to pull those back. That 3-0 that they sort of conceded against Zambia when they beat Eswatini by 3-0. So that might also come in handy for them if it happens to be a draw.
Very true, and they also did concede 2 goals against Eswatini as well.
Yes, that being Angola.
Yes.
And here now this one into the box. Well, actually, that one was not too bad either.
Not too bad, going for that right corner. Great anticipation and great save there.
And this is a corner kick for Zambia. This is Mabamba into the box. Definitely just not probably should have wanted there, Mabamba.
Yeah, she needs to aim for the penalty spot. That's normally the most dangerous spot to try and get the ball into for a corner. So let's see if she's able to do that now.
And here she comes again into the box. Will she pick up anyone? Well, no one really, but it's still in the possession of Zambia here. This is Mukoma now. And Mori fasted it. That is Mbali with the ball there. Mwanza now loses it out though. And here now, can Eswatini break? Just very misplaced pass to Dlamini here. I think she's also must be frustrating for her every time she tries to give forward.
Yeah,
the likes of Malanda just.
It seems like she's on an island there. It's like she's alone. As soon as she gets the ball, there's no one there to assist. So hopefully they can make adjustments for that as well.
Mwanza to, well, she was looking for Mabamba, but didn't really manage to get all of that. Let's look back at that attempt on to goal there.
Great free kick over there, great positioning, great save.
From Buisa, the goalkeeper. Now here, Zambia still pushing very strongly. This is Mabamba now here with the shot onto goal, but it's off target.
She has really come on and made a very big difference, both with set pieces and just in open play.
Indeed, and those runs from her as well, from that left-hand side, are very, very, very incredible.
Makes sense why they move Mukoma to the right side as well.
And now Zambia still in control, maybe a little bit slower than that first half, because this time around in the first half, there would already been 3 or 2-0 up, but a little bit failing to get to the back of the net. This is picked up now. Can they finish? Well,
almost had the commentator's curse over there almost. But yes, as we see, the first half was a lot, and it was the same thing against when they played against Angola. They scored 6 goals in the first half and only 2 in the second half. So this is something that's not uncommon for Zambia, but they still have complete control over the game.
And they're still going for it, Zambia. This is Yunus now, pushing it down, finding Mbali now. Mbali just losing it out. Well, cleared. But the thing is with Eswatini, they clear the ball, but somehow still lends to Zambia.
Exactly, but there's no one there to, I mean, you have Dlamini, but she's on an island over there.
Yeah,
she's alone, but she's working extremely hard, definitely trying to be there for the team.
Yeah, still pushing forward. This is Hanongo, another scorer of that second goal in that first half. Hanongo, that header, or rather first goal.
Yeah, it was a good goal, good positioning. Strange to find a right back in that position, but she made sure to get there.
Absolutely.
I believe it's a free kick now, or is it
That's
a handball?
Luendo Hanongo, a defender.
So I believe that she'll try and cross the ball as opposed to go directly for a goal. I think this angle would be more suited for that.
You know, we talk about the depth of this Zambian squad. Even in that last encounter against Angola, the player of the match was a defender.
Wow.
Which says a lot. She got 2 goals in that game. That was Mwanza, Salia Mwanza. There she is. And
Yeah.
this is a free kick for the Zambians.
Yeah, let's see how they line up. It seems like they're going to go for the far post. Or they're going to start there and potentially go to the first post, but let's see how they go for this one. With a left-footed free kick taker, normally you'll try and swing it in.
Actually, good ball position. What can she do here, Mwanza? Will she go for it as well? Strikes onto it and just onto the sidebar. Oh, good attempt.
Good
from
attempt.
Salia Mwanza, but
very, very good attempt. And you need to try and test the goalies in this tournament.
This is a mistake here. It's picked up by Mukoma now. Can Mabamba finish off here? Just
wow.
Couldn't. Mabamba tried to stop that one in, but
looks like we have an injury from the goalie.
Just look back at that. That was that chance there on to goal by Mwanza. Just onto the side bar.
That was a good attempt, especially because it was very close. I'm sure she'll go for goal again next time as well.
This should be worrisome now for Eswatini. Buisa is down, and more dramatics on the other side of things. South Africa have once again gone 1 up.
And you can see that most of these goals are coming through set pieces. So
yes.
They're doing extremely well there. It's like the training ground. Not really having a lot of goals from out of play.
South Africa not taking any chances. They want to make sure that they go through clear and square with 6 points, not 4.
Exactly. They have everything to play for. Their men's team also playing quite well. So the females team will want to stay and support and also do well.
Speaking of their men's team, that will be coming your way later on today. The other match being South Africa's under-20 men's team versus Eswatini. Again, Eswatini in for a double today, but this time around it will be against South Africa, kicking off at 3 p.m. right here at the High Gingop Stadium. But it is 63 minutes gone here at the High Gingop Stadium, and so far, I think Eswatini could feel some sort of relief so far in this second half, having not conceded yet.
Yeah, they've defended extremely well. I think they've adjusted to the problems that they had in the first half. The first half they were caught, quite a few times, but I believe that the injury was a big problem because she was unlocking the defense. They used to play 5 at the back, but as we can see now, they're playing more with 4 at the back. So I believe that was the major adjustment that they made in this second half.
That's Hanongo there. He's having a corker session with Mubanga.
And
Just look back at that chance.
Injury.
Now she got that. Oh, looks like, oh.
Seems like the left leg strain.
Oh, that's
and you look at the score and think that the goalie did extremely badly, but she really had a few good saves. There was about 3 or 4 chances that were sure goals that she stopped. So the score shouldn't be a reflectant of her performance. So if this is bad, her presence is definitely being felt.
Well, it is still 7-0 here at the High Gingop Stadium. And goalkeeper of Eswatini, Linda Kochle Mbuyisa, who is still down. The other option, if it happens that she has to be brought off, it would be Kusinzwe Mashaba, who would have to replace her there. She's still getting attended to.
It looks like she'll still continue. At least it looks like it. They haven't taken her socks off completely. I believe that they've just treated her, tightened up the calf strain.
Indeed.
Putting back the football boots on. Hopefully she can continue the rest of the game.
Also just an opportunity for players to regroup. And, reflect on how the game is going so far.
Yeah, and as we can see over here, the Zambian team, they're having conversations, especially the players that play alongside each other. You'll have the attackers now there in the front having conversations. You have the defender and the goalie also having another conversation. So they're potentially maybe just seeing how they can continue to play extremely well in this game.
The Margaret Piri, the goalkeeper, probably saying, I mean, when am I going to get the ball?
Sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for.
I mean, that's the job as a goalkeeper.
Exactly.
You don't want just to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, but then that's the gift and curse of being a goalkeeper, because one mistake and it's a goal. So
especially if you are that relaxed.
Exactly. So you won't be called on for about 70 minutes and then all of a sudden you have to make a save.
No. We're back on track here. And Zambia, with the usual. This is Mabamba, who's still looking for a goal. Beautiful. Great pass to Grace Piri here. What can they do? Well, ooh, not too bad.
Not too bad, great
not
position.
Not too bad from Wanza. Mbuyisa there. Looks like she's very much back on her feet.
But again, Dlamini is alone, left on an island there outside. No one to assist. Even if she's going to receive the ball and turn around, she's looking at about 5 Zambian defenders and she's just alone. So we need to make sure to assist her by pushing forward with her as well.
And that's Zambia still pushing forward. This is Anongo now. Anongo with this one. Oh, well, it's picked up by Dlamini. What can she do here? Although she is alone, App still has control of it. Just loses it out, unfortunately. Once again, what you're just saying there, Peter, just a reflection of what you're saying now.
Yeah, there's no support. We need to try and see if we can maybe bring another attacker forward so that they can potentially be two attackers versus the 5 defenders. But Zambia have very good balance. You can see from attack to midfield to the defense, whereas Eswatini seems a little bit more divided within the team.
And Captain Gondwe there, who has been stellar at her job. I mean, not the main option for captain. That's usually the job for Zulu, who's on the bench. But she's absolutely, her leadership skills going to have been stellar today on the field for Zambia. This is a chance now for Mabamba now with this run. Will she pick anyone up? No?
Great save over there. Wisa is really trying to keep her team in it, especially in the second half, not conceding in this half just yet. She's doing extremely well. See, the Eswatini is not really winning those second balls. As soon as the ball comes in, they need to attack, make sure that they get the ball before it reaches them. Meet the ball halfway. Don't just wait for it.
Absolutely. And this is
dangerous clearing.
Very, very dangerous. That's Eunice. But she loses it out. Can the Swatinians break here? Well, unfortunately not. It's blocked. It's well cleared by Captain Gondwe.
She's doing extremely well, organizing the defense. Any chance that comes there, she's there to clear it.
Just to look back at that encounter there, because it looks like you have that chance there for Abamba. Would have probably been picked up, but all read by goalkeeper Mbuyisa to keep it at bay. We do have a player down of Eswatini. Looks like she's up now, ready to go. She's being attended to.
Hopefully she's not concussed.
And we are nearing the 70-minute mark here at the Hagengop Stadium. The scoreline still looks exactly the same as it did at half-time. Zambia have not been able to capitalize and add on to that scoreline. Well, Eswatini have not been able to respond either. And I think they've kept their defense together to be able to keep those goals coming in. So many chances that have been put on to goal by the Zambians, but certainly kept away by... Well, this is a chance now for Grace Spirit to go, and she scores! Substitute! Grace Spirit. Very well worked goal there by her. Wow. And she scores!
Great finish over there. Goalkeeper Mbuyisa really tried. She got a finger on it, but it wasn't enough. You can see that that left calf is bothering her still. They might have to make a change now. She tried to make the save, but wow, what a finish.
You say speak of the devil. Just talking about how Angola and Zambia have not been able to capitalize, but look now, they have scored. 70th minute mark. A goal coming in from substitute Grace Piri. Slotting it at the back of the net to score the first goal of this second half and make it 8-0 for the defending champions. Just look back at that goal there. So well worked and composed.
She opened her body up, made sure that she got the angle right. On the left side, she went with her right foot. Very good finish over there. Striker's finish.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Grace Piri there. Who is just also 16 years of age, plays for played forward. Youngsters just absolutely doing what they do best.
Looks like we have a few substitutions here from Zambia.
It looks like it will be goalkeeper Margaret Piri who will be replaced. Probably a precautionary measure there from Coach Charity.
Yeah.
Saying that Margaret is the #1 goalkeeper and you will need her for those knockout stages.
Definitely, and potentially maybe also just giving a player a debut as well, just to give them that confidence and that boost to say that we do trust you in these big competitions. Here, go ahead and get your first cap.
Well, that's a substitution there. Helen Banda. I mean, if you remember Helen Banda from the COSAFA Under-17 Girls Championship, one of the youngsters that really shone at that competition earlier on this year. She finally gets a chance to come on to the field.
And you can see the coach is really trying to play the youngsters, make sure that, you know, she trusts them, and to make sure that, you know, they get that opportunity in order to then help them in the future as well.
So there she is, Helen Banda, as well as goalkeeper. That's the goalkeeper Kakumbi, who has come on for Margaret Piri. And that substitution, Bukata Kakumbi. Just look back at some of those instances. Grace Piri's goal there. We talked about how calm she is under pressure. And also just some Buisa there, as you mentioned, maybe that injury of hers earlier on also.
Contributed to that as well. But that doesn't take away from the goal.
From Grace Piri, absolutely incredible, really. And
just the pace, the strength, and the ability to just make sure that you can sprint and then slow down in order for you to then slot it away in the corner.
We are nearing the 80-minute mark. And still have goalkeeper Mbuisa, who is down here for the second time.
Second time, it seems like the recurring injury because she is favoring that same left leg. I wonder if it's the calf or the knee or the ankle, but it seems like she's very uncomfortable right now.
We'll be hoping that she's back on her feet once again. Goalkeeper Linda Kukhle Mbuisa is one of the substitutes for Zambia. Goalkeeper Kakumbi. This is now Zambia here looking to get more goals before the full-time mark. Still haven't gotten a response from Eswatini. Here's Mwanza.
I'm sure they'll want to beat that score that they had with Angola.
There's a confirmation for the substitutions. So it was actually a Victoria Mbali who came off for Margaret Piri. And Helen Banda replaced Kakumbi. Rather, having to make on the change, some of them making their debuts at this tournament, which is great really to see, giving them a chance to also get some playtime, like you mentioned, Peter.
Yeah, so it's all about confidence, and these type of competitions will breed confidence for a team like Zambia, who is trying to go for you know, AFCON and potentially the World Cup as well. You need competitions like this to feed that.
Absolutely. You are watching the COSAFA Under-20 Women's Championship of this COSAFA, or rather Region 5 Youth Games. And looks like we have another player down.
And it's shocking to see how aggressive that Zambia is, even while being 8-0 up. They're going into every single tackle. They're challenging every ball, as we can see over here.
Just look at what exactly unfolded there. Maybe a chance for Eswatini to utilize this.
Looks like the two just clashed, but it was 50-50.
Well, an update from the other match between South Africa and Angola. South Africa have made it 4-2. They are cruising nicely now, South Africa.
Yeah, they are, and it's a good timing for that as well, because it's coming towards what 15 minutes left in the game. Oh no, 25 minutes left. You know, they can.
Arrivals of the South African men's team, under 20, will be taking on Eswatini as well later on today at 3 p.m. Here is this free kick now for Eswatini. Really got nothing of that one. It's back to the possession of Zambia, although this is now a throw-in for Eswatini. This throw-in here, once again, just gets nothing really off it.
It seems like every free kick within their own area, within their own half, they'll give to Dlamini, and she'll just boot it up. But I would like to see her look for players as opposed to just trying to kick it up as far as she can get it. Let's see if she's able to do so next time.
Well, here comes This is Mukoma now.
Mukoma's back on her,
On the right, her
favorite left
position.
wing.
Yes.
They keep switching them, I think, to show the defenders different looks. Because sometimes over the course of the game, a defender might learn how an attacker plays, but this way you kind of keep them on the edge at all times. So you'll see that oftentimes.
Well, this is another set piece for Eswatini to perhaps
Dlamini again. Let's
utilize.
see. Hopefully she can get it to one player.
Oh, it's flicked away.
Good defending.
No nonsense defending there by Zambia too. That's why you don't see that ball on the other side of the
Exactly.
field much.
They make sure as soon as it gets to the halfway line that they get it back across.
It's Mwanza with that one, by the way. This is now in the possession of Zambia. Like it will be a throw-in for the Zambians. This is Mwanza here. Probably looking for Grace Piri. Chasing it down. Here she is now, Piri. It's picked up by Mabamba. And it's offside there from assistant referee.
Mabamba has come in and
Or rather
really
not
played,
offside, pardon me.
really played well. She's made sure to attack the defense. And she takes really, really good set pieces, whether it's a corner or whether it's a free kick. So,
Oh, my apologies. I actually thought that was an offside there for
no.
from Zambia. But, well, it's actually a good one for them because it's a free kick. Mwanza here, coming in very strong into the box.
Great
Oh,
cross.
it's picked up by Grace Piri. Mukoma now with that touch. And this is the substitute Toanga there with that one as well. Mukoma to Mwanza. Mwanza now chasing it down.
All the way to the corner flag.
What can she do here? Oh, that's a wonderful set of skill from her there.
Very skillful team they have over here.
And it just looks like might have gotten hurt in the process there, Mwanza. Also, and confirmation for a yellow card to Eunice Wadja of Zambia. Just hoping that it's not too serious there on Mwanza. We have reached the 80-minute mark. And the Zambians still in control here at the High Gingrich Stadium. It is 8-0. Just looking back at that moment there, should have been see exactly what unfolded. Great turn from her. Just gets hurts in the process though. And now this could be a mistake here by the defender. Oh, if Grace Piri gets a touch of that, that can be very dangerous.
Great clearance though. They need to just make sure that everybody leaves their area so that they can push Zambia back.
We'll be seeing that there's about 9 minutes left in this game. Maybe Eswatini will be looking to just make sure that Zambia do not get any more goals.
Yeah, I think that would be the goal right now, just to make sure that they keep the score as is, because I think if you try and go for goal, you leave yourself exposed there at the back.
Oh, this is Mukoma now with the ball, finding Mabamba. Mabamba just loses it out, but it's picked up by Gonbe now, trying to get it into the box. Does so, but it's cleared away.
Seems like we have an injury here.
Yeah, that should be.
But that was a no contact injury, so.
Oh, that also says a lot about things like maybe fitness.
Yeah, either fitness or the quality of the pitch as well. As you can see, she's holding her ankle, so it could either be an ankle sprain.
Looks like
a sprain, maybe because the pitch is a bit uneven, or she just caught herself there as the ball was coming in. But it was a no contact injury. Those injuries are normally a lot worse than the contact ones, so we're just hoping that it is a strain as opposed to anything serious.
Is hoping that she is okay. Her teammates, as they stand by her side, that is Ngwenya there, as well as Dlamini, the captain.
Yeah, she's really been trying. She's been pushing. She's been pressing, but she's alone. She's alone. She needs help there up front.
Just look back at what exactly unfolded there. Was Mukoma?
Yeah, she just missed the chance. She was looking to try and get the ball. Anticipation. I think she maybe rolled her ankle.
It was actually Mabamba who was a good cross from Mukoma. Oh, the substitutes.
Okay, so it's a good sign that she's walking.
Mubanga there.
Yeah, by herself. Because the moment that you need assistance, that normally means it's way worse. But she's working on her own. Hopefully she'll be fine.
The substitute there for Eswatini is Lebo Dlamini, one of the other Dlaminis. She's the one that who is being attended to now. So that's a yellow card now being issued to Captain Ngodwe. Margaret Ngodwe there receiving a yellow card. And we've seen a couple of yellow cards issued out today.
Yeah.
Especially for the Zambian side.
Seems like she just wants to keep the game under control. Normally if you allow the players to talk as much as they want or tackle how they want, the game can get out of control very fast.
Absolutely. And now here Zambia looking to get that 9th goal, but it's stopped by the assistant referee. Should be now a throw-in for Eswatini. Picked up very well by Hanongo. Hanongo finding that is Eunice. And it's just going straight to her goal, and she picks it up again for the rebound. What can they do here now? Mukoma is very surrounded there, and it's not easy to defend a player like Mukoma.
Not at all, not at all, because you can't be too physical, because she can match you on that, and you can't try and outrun her as well.
That's a great cross in there to Eunice, just picking up Tawonga there, and Hanongo now. Hanongo to, and is the substitute, Helen Banda. And this is a chance for Great Spirit, just straight into the hands of Ndokukhle Mbuyisa. We've not really seen much of Helen Banda since she came on.
No. She's been floating in and out, but she really hasn't stamped her. She hasn't stamped her authority on the match.
And once again, we've got a player down for Eswatini.
Quite a few injuries.
Maybe some might say it's maybe perhaps tactical.
Yeah, not really. I don't think they'll be wasting time because a lot of them are limping.
Yeah, they would.
So we can see that they're trying to come back on.
Well, that's Lichle Makachula, who is being attended to there.
Yeah, and we see Dlamini now coming back on, number 17.
Now just look back at what exactly unfolded there. Oh, and certainly that should hurt.
Contact.
And an update from the Unam field. South Africa have scored once again. I think that's a sign that perhaps game over that side, Peter?
Yes, it seems like it, although you never know in football, but 3 goals difference is quite a lot. And it was a great goal from distance as well.
I mean, as it stands, South Africa joining Zambia and going through to the semi-finals. Most likely, actually, that South Africa will be facing Namibia, the host nation, because they are the 2nd place from this group, who have to face the runners-up, or rather the lead of the group, which are Namibia.
That's going to be a very, very good matchup.
Yeah, between
Namibia
the neighbors.
Has played extremely well, but so has South Africa.
No, it's still about 3 minutes to go here.
3 minutes to go, but I'm sure that there will be
additional time still to be added on. And Zambia with an 8-0 lead here at the Haigegingop Stadium.
I wonder how many minutes will be added, because it is a very lopsided score, but there has been a lot of stoppages as well with the injuries of a lot of players from Eswatini.
Especially in those last few moments, these past few moments, a lot of more players who've been down.
See Eswatini a little bit more now in the Zambian half. Hopefully they can get a shot or two off.
Well, this is the COSAFA Under-20 Women's Championship, this Region 5 Youth Games 2024. And the Zambians are still pushing forward, looking perhaps for another goal. 8-0 does not... It's
satisfy
not...
them.
So now here, can the Zambians get one back? They're probably trying to break that 8-0 that they scored against Angola. They would probably want to get more.
Yeah, they'll
So
probably
that
want to get more just for their own bragging rights.
Yeah.
But it seems like Eswatini is now sitting back a little bit more. They are very compact. It looks like the captain Dlamini is now a center back. She moved from midfield to striker to now being in the center. So everybody is behind the ball. They are trying very hard not to concede any more goals and just finish the tournament off for them.
And this is a throw in here for Zambia. This is Mwanza, who has played, one of the few players who are playing the full time here. Didn't get substituted off, Mwanza.
Eswatini have about 7 players in defense. They're really trying to just keep the game as is.
I think Eswatini should be feeling quite impressed with themselves in the second half.
Yeah, the second half they did quite well. They were a little bit more of a unit. They passed the ball a little bit better. But for me, the main thing is that they defended better. They communicated better. And they were just a better team in the second half compared to what they did in the first half.
Indeed. If maybe they had the same attitude in the first half, perhaps the scoreline would have looked different. But again, it's football.
This is football. You can say
So
could have, should have, would have. But the main thing is that hopefully they take this now into the next game, the next tournament, so that they can make sure that
6 minutes additional time.
just confirmation there for additional time, 6 minutes.
6 minutes. As we said, there were quite a few injuries, but that was quite shocking because of the score. Normally they would try and keep it a bit lower, but 6 minutes it is.
I mean, the additional, or rather the injury time. Speaking of injury time, we've got another player down for Eswatini.
I guess the Zambian team is just very aggressive. And they're not taking this lightly. Even if they're up 8-0, they want more. They're hungry for more.
Yeah, I mean, they have been down, I think, and the thing is, it's different players that are down. It's not just one specific player that keeps getting fouled on. It's this time around, that foul is on Gama, which is she's just being attended to then. So now Zambians can break here and get that 9th goal before full-time whistle. And now here comes Tahongo. Tahongo here, finding that is Mabamba. And here is Banda now. Oh, just
another corner.
Corner for the Zambians. Set piece, maybe.
There's a sense of urgency when it comes to Zambia. It's like they want it. They want to keep going. It's like they're 1-0 down. It's like they don't let up.
And they keep coming at you.
Heart of a
And this
champion.
is a chance here now. We picked up by Mukoma. Great effort, but
Mukoma, she's been a bit quiet in the second half, but she's been floating between the left wing and the right wing. But it seems like the moment she comes to the left wing, she's a little bit more dangerous. So I don't know if the coach is going to make that adjustment, but this is something that I think it's her favorite position there.
indeed, Peter, is this how you would have anticipated this second half to go?
Not at all. I thought there'd be a lot more goals, but Eswatini has really done well, in my opinion. And hats off to them, because coming in from 7-0 down is not easy. And to come in and play as if it's 0-0, hats off to Eswatini.
Absolutely, they have done well to keep those goals coming in. And here comes Mukoma now, trying to get one more. Well, Mwanza just managed to attain a corner kick for Zambia. They're really pushing, looking for that ninth goal. You can see, she mentioned that urgency.
That urgency. You can see even how Mabamba is now going for this corner. She's not taking her time. She wants to make sure that she gets it in the middle. Great cross, great delivery.
What can they do here now? Zambia scrambling into the box. Flicked away, but still hasn't gotten away with it, because Mabamba now has got a hold of the ball. What can they do here? This is Anongo now. Anongo finding Banda. Banda striking onto goal, but just... oh, not so well read there by... that should be a miss by Yunus.
Looks like there's 2 injuries now again.
Quite a miss there from...
yeah,
should have been Yunus.
As you can see, Yunus, you're supposed to keep your head over the ball to make sure that it goes on target. The moment that you lean back, that's when, you know, the ball skies. So let's see if she'll be able to make that adjustment for the next time.
And just look at exactly what happened there. I mean, ooh.
Yeah, it's just a clash
on Mukoma. Oh my. Hopefully it's not too serious. Looks like she's getting up. We've also got another injury on the other side of things. This is, oh, I mean, Sifokazi probably got an injury to her head. She has a smile on her face. She does it graciously.
Exactly. It seems like a head injury, and normally the referee has to stop the game if it's a head injury.
Well, we are nearing the full-time mark here at the Hyagenop Stadium. Very, very fun moments here of this game. 1 minute to go. What can Zambia do? What can Eswatini do too? Maybe they can get one back.
Hopefully.
Consolation goal, perhaps.
Hopefully for the normal fan, that would be good. Just to show some sort of competitive edge. But there is just 30 seconds left. Let's see if they can throw everybody forward.
I mean, as I mentioned earlier on, Eswatini, the only goals they scored was against Angola.
Yeah, the 2 goals.
And it's only one that really came from play. The other one was from a penalty.
Yeah, from open play it was just the 1 goal. But better than nothing. And they really did come and represent their country very well.
Here's Yunus now. Yunus couldn't get...
But Lamini is now back in the midfield.
Well flicked away by the Eswatini defense. And Gondwe here to Tawonga. Tawonga finding her captain. And there you have it. Zambia have sealed the deal here at the Hyagenop Stadium with a perfect run in the group stage, going through to the semis with a perfect run. 3 games played, 3 games won, and here at the Hyagenop Stadium, it ends Zambia 8, Eswatini 0. What a game!
What a game! What a game! This was very professional from Zambia, from the moment they were warming up to the moment they've now ended the game. Hats off to Zambia, defending champions, and they've shown us why they are defending champions.
Well, yeah, through to the semi-finals, heartbreak for Eswatini. Ending things off, not quite on a high note, because 0 points. They've got all 3 losses. That looks like, of course, it's not unexpected. Ruth Mukoma, player of the match.
Player of the match, yeah. She did extremely well, scoring, being in dangerous areas. Although the second half could have been a little bit better, but overall she was definitely the player of the tournament. Player of the game, sorry.
Oh, well deserved, really, from her there. Also, I'll be pleased for that pushing forward for those individual accolades. You already won the player of the tournament at the under-17 COSAFA tournament earlier this year right here in Namibia. Just chasing to do so once again.
Yeah, she's a beacon of excellence. She works very hard. She inspires her team. She does everything that she needs to do to be a professional. So she's on the right track. Let's hope she just continues the same and hopefully into senior football as well very soon.
Indeed. So Zambia have done it here. Let's just have a look at some of these highlights from the match that was. Zambia truly had control of this game from the get-go.
From the beginning. And as you see over here, through set pieces, through open play, they've just done extremely well. Their strikers finished the ball extremely well, headering into the floor as well.
The first goal by Hanongo there. Well headed, like you mentioned, composed.
Very good. Strikers finish over there. Over here, mistake from ESWATINI.
Just finds Mukoma. Chileshe there. Finding Mukoma, who slots it in the back of the net to make it 2-0.
That was her first goal, and
she kept coming for them. There she is
came
again. Mukoma with the second one of the game.
Very good finish over here, under pressure. Showed grace, speed, strength. Has all the qualities to be a very successful footballer.
Absolutely. She just kept them coming in this game. Had them rattled, you would say.
Exactly.
Slotted once again. Look at that turn there from Chileshe too. You gotta give that.
Yeah, just to have
that third goal from
balance.
Chileshe.
She did extremely well. Very good balance. Unfortunately, she got injured later on in the game, but she definitely had a stamp on this game. She was assisting, scoring, everything.
We'll be hoping that she's not seriously injured. She's able to continue in the semi-finals against Botswana. And that slots it home once again, Ruth Mukoma there. Her third goal of the match.
Great finish over there as well, left-footed. Then over here, right-footed finish, left-footed goals, right-footed goals.
She absolutely delivered today in this encounter.
Definitely.
Well-deserved player of the match, Ruth Mukoma, a 16-year-old. 16-year-old who plays for Amazing Grace, or rather, plays for Zesco Ndola Girls FC, pardon me. It ended here with elation for the Zambians, although they had already qualified before this game. And in that second half, a little bit slow in terms of finishing. So many chances came and went for the Zambians. And you have to say, I think ESWATINI's switch up of play there, a much more staggering defense from them, but kept Zambia at bay. And
yeah. In the second half, they did extremely well. Very organized. Definitely night and day between the first half and the second half.
Absolutely. That was the goal from Grace Phiri. The only goal in that second half were from Grace Phiri, the substitute, who came on, and she actually replaced Chileshe.
Yeah, she did extremely well. Opened her body up over there. Proper striker's finish. Looked for the corner. Very, very good finish there in a very tight situation.
Slotting it home there to make it 8-0. And that's how it ended. That was the last goal of the game. And it ends here at the Haigenop Stadium for this final game of the group stages of the COSAFA Under-20 Championship, 8-0. Up next is the Men's Championship, South Africa versus ESWATINI, kicking off at 3 p.m. Do make sure to join us once again at kickoff.